Mix 97.7 on the line with us now, my good friend Jay Winuk, one of the founders of 911day.org. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning to you.
Hi. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing very well, actually. Getting ready for milestone 15th anniversary of 9/11. It seems to come up quickly every year.
Hard to believe. 15.
And so before we get too far into this, we do mention this when we talk to you every year, that your brother was a firefighter and he lost his life there at the Trade Center.
That's right, Mark. Glenn was a volunteer firefighter and an EMT for almost 20 years in our hometown of Jericho, Long Island. But he was also a partner at Holland & Knight, a law firm that at the time was located right near right near Ground Zero, the Trade Center, what we now refer to as Ground Zero. And so when the first tower was hit, he grabbed some first response equipment and raced into the South Tower to help save lives, and he perished when that tower collapsed.
And so out of all that, and of course just the terrible events that happened, you have gotten together with a few people and started this whole day of national service, which I know at the time you were petitioning Washington to get it declared that. And so therefore now, September 11th is the biggest day of national service in the country, isn't it?
It really is. We do some independent research every couple of years to gauge the level of participation and what motivates people to mark the day in service and good deeds to others. And the survey we did after last 9/11 indicated that more than 28 million people in this country somehow participated, and that was very gratifying. Still, there's a lot of work to be done, because even though 28 million people know about us and step forward to help people and communities in need around the country, there's a lot of good work ahead of us.
Well, one of the things that really touched me in the days following 9/11 was that the nation seemed to come together as a whole. Unkindness ceased, and everyone went out of their way, it seemed, to help each other and do whatever they could. And to honor that day this way, just seems perfect.
Well, you make a very important point, because our original motivation was to try to replicate that sense of unity that we all experienced right after the attacks. We felt that was something that shouldn't go away, and that reaction too provides some important lessons for us coming out of 9/11, that we should take the opportunity when we have it to focus on our common humanity as opposed to those things which typically separate us. But you're right, everybody came together. It was remarkable to witness and remarkable to experience.
Yeah.
So now on the website 911day.org, if people want to get involved with something in their local community, or they're looking for some way to help out, you have a bunch of suggestions on the website. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, not only suggestions, but you can, there's a spot on the volunteer button on the website where you can plug in your zip code, and then that will populate on the page a variety of different volunteer opportunities right in your own community. So we do encourage everybody to go to 911day.org and find out more. Plus, there are lesson plans there, and we've added to them this year that administrators and school teachers and parents can use to teach their kids about 9/11 and engagement in civic activities and community service. So it's a very robust website. We've completely renovated for this year, making it not only more user-friendly, but more active and chock full of great information.
On a personal note, and you and I have been friends for a long, long time, and I haven't talked to you about this, but I've been down to Ground Zero. I actually have seen your brother's name there around the fountain. But I just couldn't get myself to go into the museum. Well, I know that you've been in, right?
Yes, I've been. I was at I was fortunate to be at the grand opening of the museum a few years back when President Obama and other dignitaries came to help with that opening ceremony. It was very moving and very well done. The museum was an extraordinary undertaking to build, of course, and to try to get right, to satisfy all the many interested people around the world, whether they're family members or not. A very difficult challenge, but all in all, I think the folks who built and designed the museum and filled it with its many displays really did a very good job. And it is amazing each time I go there, and I have been there many times, to either go there alone or to bring other people there or for special events there. Each time I go, it seems to be more crowded than the time before. So that's gratifying. You know, we have to remember that the grounds of the memorial and the museum is really a burial ground. More than 40% of the families got no remains back at all.
Right.
So that really is hallowed ground. And so it's important that when people go down there, they show it the respect that it deserves. And for the most part, it is amazing to see people not only from this country but from around the world. You hear so many different languages as you walk around the plaza there or tour the museum, how respectful people are and how much they seem to learn from the experience. You can't take it all in on one visit, really. It's that kind of place. It's really full of very great, important historic information.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
amazing.
Once again, the website is 911day.org. Log on there today.
Please.
Help out right here in the community. And Jay Winuk, thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk to us again.
Well, it was wonderful to speak with you both. Thanks for having me on.